L'amour. All throughout history, love poetry, songs, they have invaded every culture and have transcended time. You can think of maybe some poetry that you've read in school or ones that you're familiar with, like Shakespeare's sonnets. Shall I compare thee to a summer's day? Or even Robert Burns' poem, Oh, my love is like a red, red rose that's newly sprung in June. Or maybe even the famous Elizabeth Barrett Browning, who said, How do I love thee? Let me count the ways. Poetry, songs, all about love have been something that every culture has because we're drawn to it. We're drawn to it because we need love in this life. We have moments where we fall deeply in love as well. And in the Bible, as we're diving in and discovering this wisdom literature, we will end our series looking at the book Song of Songs. And this is the ultimate song of all. And, to have that type of title, it is, the creme de la creme. It's the greatest of greats. It is all about love. But this book is a little bit risque. And some people have wondered, what is a book like this doing in the Bible? Because for a few things, it has some pretty blatant imagery about desire and want, searching and finding, two lovers who are constantly looking for each other. But it also is a book that, like Esther as well, doesn't explicitly name God. So why is this, first of all, in the biblical literature? And second, why is it under the topic of wisdom? Why is it a book that's thought to have great wisdom in it? And those are the things we'll be exploring this week, especially as we dive into the imagery and what is going on behind the text as well. There are some moments in it that will definitely make you blush, maybe even have some question marks because of the ways that the imagery is describing each of the lovers' features, and maybe even quite a bit humorous as well. But the importance in the book is that there is a deeper theological image of the love between God and God's people. This was an imagery for Israel that talked about covenantal love, a love that would not be severed, a love that always is seeking for each other, that the Israelites and God were always moving toward each other in union. And for us as Christians, it is the idea that's echoed even in the book of Ephesians about the church and Jesus Christ, that there is a covenantal promise love through the death and resurrection of Jesus, that we also have that very strong bond, like the bond of two lovers, like the bond of marriage, that we cannot be severed or separated. There is deep beauty in that. There is promise within that. And their poetry exemplifies what this strong covenantal love is like. Even though it is going to read a bit like a romance story, because in the time that it was written, these type of poetry in Babylonia and such were very popular. But it's another way for us to find wisdom in understanding our relationship with God, a relationship of love that will never go away, that will always draw near to us, that will always stir in us a want of finding God as well. It is a love that is stronger than death itself, which is where the book eventually leads us to. So join us this week. There will, of course, be a snack in store on our charcuterie board for you to taste that relates to the book. And join us in conversation as we dive into the book Song of Songs. See you there.